Hi everyone, myself Manisha Kumari, and in today's video I'll be explaining about machine learning project which is predicting diabetes. So stay tuned and let's get into the project. For building prediction of diabetes, I have used technologies, machine learning, Python programming language, and to write code I have used the editor Jupyter Notebook. Now let me say you first what is machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but it is a branch of artificial intelligence that teaches a computer by giving many examples, and then the computer uses those examples as a pattern to make decisions or to make predictions. This is what by machine learning means. In my project I have used libraries of Python, NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib. So let me say you give you an overview of my project, that how this model is built. So very firstly, we have to import the dependencies. That is, we have to import all the libraries, whichever I said now. NumPy for mathematical operation, Pandas for loading data, and Matplotlib for visualization in graphs. Next is we have to load the data. After importing, load the data. Next, clean the data. In cleaning data, very first step is we have to check the nulls. If nulls are present, then either use fillna function or dropna. After checking nulls, find correlated columns. Then drop those columns and lastly replace the string with zeros and ones, since machine learning is purely based on the mathematical operation. Once the data is cleaned, now it is ready for the testing. Now it is ready for the training. Before training, the data will be split into two parts. One is for training and the other one is for testing. That will be done by using train test split method. Once it is done, 70% of the data will be used for training purpose and rest 30% will be used for testing purpose. This is the last step. So for training and testing, I'll be using Gaussian naive Bayes class algorithm, random forest classifier algorithm, KNN algorithm, logistic regression, and SVC algorithm. In this, which is the best algorithm, I'll say while explaining the project. After importing all the dependencies and loading data, I'll be cleaning the data and next nulls. I'll use is null function to check the null. If it is false, that means there is no null values. Suppose if there was null values, either I have to use fillna function or dropna to refill that null values. Now let's find the correlated column using correlation function of the data of the pandas data frame. So except the diagonal line in yellow color, if we see any other yellow color spotted in this graph like this, over here and here, though that means those columns are correlated and we have to drop either one of the column. So I'll be dropping thickness, diabetes, has diabetes and diabetes origin. Next step is here in this diabetes, these values are string values. So next we'll convert those string values into zeros and ones. So I have written if the diabetes is 0, that means it is false. That means if diabetes is false, replace it with 0, else replace it with 1 using the replace function. So now you can see over here that the diabetes column has zeros and ones. Now next, we have to check the proportion of the diabetes and diabetes data. This line counts the number of the diabetes. After calculating into the percentage, it is saying that 34 percentage people has diabetes. Okay, rounding off to 35 percentage, and 65 percentage people does not have diabetes. Next, we'll be splitting the data into two parts, that is the 30 percentage data will be used for testing purpose and remaining 70 percentage will be used for training purpose. Here you can see that 70 percentage of the data is split for the training purpose and for testing it is for 30 percentage. How did I calculate this is What is the length of X train? So here the length of X train is 537 and total number of records I have is 768. By dividing those, I get 69.92 percentage, almost equal to 70 percentage. Next, I'm checking that whether the data has invalid data or not. What is invalid data? Whether it has zeros or not. If it has zeros, using simple imputer class, importing from the scikit-learn module, I'll be converting zeros to mean. So now let's train the model. For training model, we'll be using fit function, and first algorithm I have used is Gaussian naive class. So we got the accuracy as 75 percentage, and in testing we got 73 percentage. Similarly, we'll be using other algorithm as well. So in this we can say that random forest algorithm has given 75 percentage for the testing, and for training it is 1.0 accuracy. For logistic, it is 68 percentage, and KNN has given 73 percentage data. So if you see SVC, the left, that is false negative is more. So SVC is not one of the good algorithm to be written, to be trained for diabetes patient. If you see accuracy, based on the accuracy, we can conclude that random forest is the best algorithm because its accuracy giving for the testing is 75 percentage, which is more compared to other algorithms. So hence we can say that random forest classifier algorithm is best for prediction of diabetes patient model. This is all about the project. Thank you.